guys, good to have you back. I think I still need to introduce myself to some of my new viewers and subscribers. Hello, my name is Margaret. I am from the Netherlands. I do paper crafting, junk journal making, junk journal related projects, and the occasional vintage treasure hunting. Welcome to my channel. So nice that you have found me and that you can join us today. Guys, I have stuff on my desk. I have an idea in my head. It's a sort of a craft with me video today. Let me tell you what my idea is. The idea is I want to make an over the page tag with pockets and journal spots. Yeah, it sounds really sort of complicated. It is not. It's not. It's going to be easy. So I want to make that with you guys, and I am going to use stuff that I found in my recent thrift hauls and some Tim Holtz stuff. Yes, it's going to be a Tim Holtzy day. I have collected a lot of beautiful vintage ephemera pieces that you may have seen in videos that I did of my hauls. If you are into haul videos, I have a playlist. Yes, I'll put the playlist below. That's very nice. And also I have invested in a lot of Tim Holtz lately because of you guys, because you're so generous with your donations on Ko-fi and the digitals that you buy from me. I invest that in stuff that I can use to make videos for you guys. So it's going to be a vintagey, Tim Holtzy kind of day. You might not be into Tim Holtz at the moment. You might be into, I don't know, lilies, fairies, snakes, whatever you wish. And the principle of this project can be applied in any sort of theme, yeah? But I just want to do something, you know, in my style with numbers and a little grungy and what have you. So I'm using all of this. But for the base, let me tell you the supplies that I'm using for the base of this project. For the base, I'm using sort of a cardstock, a heavier paper. I don't know which of these three I will use. Maybe I'll make multiple. This is just, it's not really copy paper, it's printer paper. This is 160 GSM and it is in an ivory color. I just don't want the base to be white. I also have this sort of marbled cardstock, which is really heavy. I think it's about 180 or 200 grams. And then this is the craft colored cardstock. Most likely I'm going to use this one because I love these papers. I have some coffee dyed paper to make a journal spot on the back. I have this a normal piece of paper to maybe do some stamping on and decorate with, but I do not know for sure. Then what you'll need is some book pages, any kind, dictionary, encyclopedia, normal ones, botanical, whatever. I'm using this one. This is a French book from 1975. I recently picked this up in one of my hauls. It's fantastic. It's all about stamps. I love these pages. They're nice and yellowed and so versatile. You can do anything with these. I'm going to use these in here. That's for the base, for the paper. What else am I going to use? Well, glue, scissors, ruler. I'm going to use probably corner rounder, some inking and such. No fancy tools like die cut machines, sewing machines, or heat embossing tools. You know, you name it. Just sort of the basics. I forgot to mention, I'm also going to use something that you can punch a hole with. Yes, it can be this device, a normal like the perforator or crocodile or whatever tool you have. I am using a scoreboard. Yes, there is going to be a little bit of measuring involved, but really, ladies, it's not going to be that hard. I promise you, you can do this. Now, for the decorating, I want to use all sorts of Tim Holtzy stuff. I'm going to do some stamping, maybe some stenciling. I'm going to use his bits and bobs. I have his people. I have all his people here. And these sorts of die cut thingies. These are gauges and snippets. Is it called snippets? Yes, snippets. That's what I'm going to use. From my own stash, I probably want to use this. Yes, I bought this at a thrift shop the other day. This is actually new. I think you can get this. It was probably available at Action, not for this price, a somewhat higher price. Where you are, you can probably find this at Dollar Tree, or I'm just naming some names, Joann's, or is it called Tuesday Mornings? I don't know. I've never been to those places. These are the places that I hear about on YouTube from you guys. Yes, I'm gonna use this. They are white. that's no good. And they are plain, that's no good. So I'm gonna sort of ink them, stamp them. What I'm also going to ink and stamp are hole reinforcers. This is what I used to do. These are from AliExpress, and then I ink them to make them a little bit darker, or red in this case. What I also did, are those the ones? I have plasticky ones. Well, they're in a container now. You can sort of strip them out. I have plasticky ones, and I used to stamp on these as well. And now I have these. Yes, I have not unpacked them. They're a little bit bigger than these, so I think I want to use them. But they're white. I think they're maybe a little bit glossy. I'm guessing so. So I need to do some inking, stamping. I know there's a video out there by Louise Heinzel that does this. I haven't seen it because, you know, I have like a playlist of videos that I still need to see. But I used to do that sort of. And she's probably going to do it fantastic with inks and, you know, in her own style. I'm going to do something similar with this. So this is going to be inked and stamped. I also have some photo corners, maybe. I have some of these vintage number stickers. Why not start using some of them up? And, you know, my normal bits and bobs. Maybe some washi tape. And I don't know yet, guys. Bits and bobs. Take out your bits and bobs. Okay, enough for the supplies. Let's start crafting. I've chosen this one. Yeah, it's an A4 sheet. If you have something a little bit smaller, that's okay. It's going to be rather simple. I'm going to use this one and a paper cutter. Now let me give you some measurements in case you're not working with A4. This is, I believe, 8. Is this 8? 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. If your paper is a little bit smaller, and that's okay. I am not going to cut it exactly in half. I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna cut it in the length, ladies. So not like so, I like so. And this is going to be 3 3/4. Yep. Like so. Keeping this. But this is going to be sort of the tag. That's a long tag, Margaret. I know. That's why we're going to fold it in. It's going to be an over the page folded tag with pockets and journal cards. See, there you go. Let's take out a bone folder. I have one at hand. So yeah, there's one. I'm going to make it into a tag shape, and you can flip it up and put it over the page. Let's say this is a page in your journal, and then you can put it like so. See? Okay, you get sort of my drift. Okay, I need to make it into a tag shape. I'm just gonna randomly snip a bit off. I am not gonna leave a small bit here, a rather large bit on the top, because it needs to sort of balance on your page. Does that make any sense? Hopefully. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. Then what you do, if you've never done this, you need to put this on the other side as well, like so, and use that as a template. So your corners are going to be the exact same. Ouch. See? Tag shape, very simple. I'm taking out this. I am never measuring, always eyeballing the middle. And then I just punch a hole. Ta-da. Tag shape, done. I do not know if I want to round the corners. I do not know yet. Maybe, but I do not know for sure. Now what I want to do is decorate this, decorate the back. I'm going to do some stamping, I guess, some background stamping. Then in the middle here, I want to have journal spots, and I'm going to make these with coffee dyed paper. So I'm going to cut these to size a little bit later. First, I want to focus on this part. Now for some more measuring and cutting, I want to make pockets that will go on this piece. For the pockets, I'm taking the piece that was left. Yes. I'm going to flip it like so. I'm going to have a pocket that is this height. Yeah. But smaller. Yeah. Are we? Isn't that a little bit too tall? Maybe. No, it's going to be fine because I'm going to make gussets. Yes, and that'll make it smaller. Yep, that is the plan. So if you want the exact measurements of this is 4.5. Yep, and I'm going to cut it at 3. I'm going to cut it at 3. Are you? Yes. I believe so. I'm gonna do one first, just in case I had the measurements wrong. Okay, so this is 4.5 by 3. I'm gonna put it like so. I'm going to make 3 scores. This is the bottom score of 1/4 inch over here. Then also on 2 sides, 1/4 inch again, 1/4 inch. Yes, hopefully you can see. Small square here, small square here. If you've seen some of my videos, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip off this corner over here. Oops, and this one. So I'm going to snip off the little squares that we made. Yeah, so it's like mitered. I know the word now. And also I'm going to miter a little piece on the top. Just a small piece. You know, where the scores are. Yes, taking a bit off and a bit off here. Now, let's fold it. So this is going to be a side-loading pocket on your journal. It's going to be on here like so. It doesn't really need to be a pocket with gusset because we're not going to put a lot of stuff in here. But I wanted it to be a little bit raised from the tag to give it a little bit more of dimension. That's why I'm doing this. So what I would normally do is put glue here, here and here and then glue it on. So you have sort of a lot of room. But now I am going to glue these bits on the pocket first. So it's raised a little bit less, but just raised a tiny bit. Does that make any sense? I hope so. So I'm not going to make a deep pocket that you can fill up. I'm going to make a pocket that you can fill up, of course. But it's a little bit raised from the rest of the tag. I'm going to make another one for the other side. Because, you know, you're going to turn the page and there's the other part. Ta-da! See? Right, so. This one is going to be stamped and sort of decorated. And this one is going to be covered with paper, with book page. That is my plan. Shall we do the pockets first? Yeah. So this is one that I have folded. Now, what I want to do is glue these down. This is very heavy cardstock. And for some reason, it does not really want to be glued to itself. So it's going to need some art and some persistence. So glue, why don't you? Maybe I'm gonna use some assistance as well. I need some more glue. See, it really doesn't want to glue. Probably your cardstock is like, you want me to glue? There you go, glued on. Let's put this on here. There you go. There's probably another way to do this, you know, use some foam. If you're a card maker and you have foam, you can put that underneath as well or something. I thought this was going to be sort of the fastest way, but with the gluing part now, it's not the fastest way at all. No. But that's okay. It's going to be fine. There you are. Small little pocket. Because this pocket has straight edges, I have decided not to round these corners. Everything's going to be sort of straight on here, with straight lines. Fantastic. Hopefully this will stay down. Let's put it like so. Let's take out a beautiful page of the book. Any book that you want to use, of course. I'm using this one. Normally I would hoard this for a while, but it is already sort of falling apart. It was €1. Yeah, so yes, I'm taking out this one. This looks nice. This is from Bolivia. I guess so. I'm not even going to be I'm just ripping it out. It has so many pages. Does it say 12 something? I have enough. I have enough pages. I do. Fantastic. Is this glued down now? I hope so. I just want to cover the whole piece with this beautiful sort of page, yeah? But I don't need that much. I'm gonna rip this off, leaving edges. Ladies, lots of edges, like half an inch on all the edges, I guess. Yep. There you go. I want this to be the front, so I'm flipping it over. I'm gonna glue this whole piece on. Now let's see. We need to figure out on which side it is going to be before I glue it on. Because the book page is directional, you need to glue it on a certain way, so not upside down. Be sure that it's not upside down. So I'm gonna put glue on here. There you go. Placing it in the middle, like so. So these three sides are a little bit raised. This isn't. Could have raised that as well because it's not going to be a real pocket. But, you know, that's okay. You won't hardly notice it. Then I'm going to look for scissors somewhere. And I'm, again, sort of taking off corners. On all four corners. I'm not snipping it very close to this point, just leaving a tiny bit of room. Putting on some glue on all the edges. We're going to wrap this pocket up in paper and just fold it over. Why am I doing this? I just like the neat edges that it gives. If you're not into, like, why? I don't know why. Why are you doing this, Margaret? Well, that's because I like it. If you're not like, I want it a little bit rougher, just, you know, cut it to size and then glue a piece on. I just want these edges to be sort of smooth and covered. See? Ta-da! This is going to be a pocket. Here's one I made earlier. You see? I made two. And this one's going to be on the other side. It'll be a side loading pocket. Well, you could have it as a top loading pocket, but in my case, it's going to be a side loading pocket. So here, the pockets, I'm not going to do anything to them other than put them underneath Le Petit Larousse, so they will flatten out a little bit. And then we're going to make a beautiful background on the large tag. For the background stamping, do you like my lovely paper? Yes, it's so horrible. I'm going to use it as a paper to glue on and to stamp on. I'm going to use two sets. My beloved eccentric set, and this is Ticket Booth. That I have replaced the fake one with the real one. So I'm very happy with that. I want to use Ticket Booth to make marks on here in a lighter color. I'm using Vintage Photo for that. And then later on, I'm going to use Eccentric in Black Soot to make other marks on. Probably. Don't know. Think so. But let's start just with some random stamping. This has all sorts of numbers. I think this will go really well with the postage stamps paper that I had on here. That I will have on here. See, I'm taking my ink to my stamp. Let's see. I do not have to stamp a lot in the middle because in the middle is going to be a pocket. So I'm going to do some stamping just on the edges. I'm just going to use this one again. Yep. Just for some light markings. And I want one here, here, and here. Really? You want one here, here, and here? Yes, here, here, and here. some more of these. But I do not want to cover this. How am I going to do that? Well, easy. I'm going to put this like so. Let's see. Just in the right spot. Yes. There you go. I'm gonna do that over here as well. Here I can see it. Then I need something here and something there. Well, that's sort of a perfect size. Let's do this one. You're doing it the wrong way, lovely, I know. That's okay. And let's have the same one and on the top as well over here. Probably gonna have something over here. So this is the background. Yes? Perfect. I did both sides. Yes, inked all around it. I've used a darker ink like ground espresso, and also on the inside. Before we do all the lovely decorating on the outside, I want to do like sort of journal spots here. I'm using coffee dyed paper for this. I'm not going to make a tag shape. I'm just going to have a sort of a rectangle on here. Now this is 3 3/4 by 4.5. I want to make this a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have it 3.5 by 4.25. 3.5 by 4.25. Help me remind me. 3.5, 4.25. I'm sure I will forget it. There we go. 3.5, 3.5. There you go. By 4.25, 4.25. Does that work? It does. So I'm gonna have this on like so. I am, however, going to sort of ink the edges using tea dye. Will tea dye sort of show up on coffee dye? What is this stuff that was on here? It does show up, but not enough for my taste. Not enough for my taste, so we're gonna do it a little bit darker, like frayed burlap. I took all my sort of brownie inks. I still have not had the time to buy gathered twigs. What about brushed corduroy? Is that any good? Yeah, this color is much better. I just like it to be a little bit more grungy. There you go. So I'm gonna make another piece for the other side off camera, guys, because you know you don't need to see me do stuff twice. So I'm gonna have this on here. Yes, so that you can write something beautiful on it. I'm gonna do some stamping above it, maybe some small decorating, but I'm gonna have this on here. You could have also used my deckled edge trimmer. That, you know, could have been an option. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't use my coffee dyed paper enough. That's because I really don't like making it. So I'm sort of hoarding it. There you go. Nice journal spot. We're going to do some decorating here, guys. I want to have stamp here and sort of a snippet or what have you. So I'm going to do that to both sides. Now let's see if the small pockets are sort of flat now and where we can decorate it. Here are the pockets. I stamped over here. I did this over here. I'm going to do some more decorating here. So I'm going to have the pockets on here. Like so, in the middle, and I really want to add one of these numbers. Of course I'm going to add a 7 because, you know, it's not Sevenplaza for nothing. So I want to have a 7 on here and 9 on the other side somewhere, but they're white and we don't want them white. We don't, no. So I am going to first ink them with, I guess, tea dye. And then I want to stamp them with, well, I'm just going to use this. But I want to have the stamp on here in red, because I want to have a color accent, and I have chosen red. But first, distressing. Yep, yet another piece of this beautiful paper. I'm using a makeup brush. See, that works fine. It's wood, and it has a sort of a white paint coat on it. So now they're not white anymore. They are a little bit white, of course, on the edges. So hopefully this will work. Sort of. And now my fingers are all inky. But hey, that's okay. So a 7 and a 9. I'm using Ladybug. Ladybug. What stamp am I using? Well, you know, with numbers. I used to have these acrylic blocks, you know. Yeah, here. They're see-through, so once they're on my desk, I cannot find them anymore because they are see-through. Let's just see how this works. Let's start with number 7. Wow, that works fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh, lovely. Look at all the numbers. Great. Let's do the 9 as well. Gonna have the side of the stamp more to this. Gonna do more to this side because otherwise they'll be sort of exactly the same, and we don't want that. See, it's different now. Love it. It needs to pop out a little bit more. Am I going to sort of distress the edges? I'm gonna flip it over first. Will that work? I think it's too pink. You think? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ground espresso. Yeah. I'm gonna go ground espresso. Hopefully this is dry. Oh yeah, that works much better for me. Careful, love. How are we gonna do this? Very carefully. Yeah, looks better. This is going to be hard. How am I going to get in there? You're not. I'm probably not. Let's see very carefully. Oh, that is not working. Well, it should. You did it, so you have to finish it now. I'm so quiet. Yes. Not perfect, but hey, it's on there. So I'm gonna use these two and some Tim Holtz bits. I already picked out, guys, 2 people because it takes me so long to pick these people out. So I didn't want to bore you with that. I'm going to use the gentleman and the little girl. Yes, these 2. Also, I picked out some Tim Holtz bits and bobs. Let's just make some room first. You go over there for a little while. There you go. Yep. Let's start with the gentleman. The gentleman is going to go on here. I'm going to flap this open. Am I in frame? Hopefully I am. Yes, so he's going to be on here. There's a 7 going to be like so. Yeah. And he is going to lean on it. This is like one of these leaning dolls by Mr. Tim Holtz. I'm going to have the 7 is going to be on the pocket and the gentleman is going to be off the pocket. Yep. But I wanted to repeat the red a little bit, so I have some bits and bobs out. from Tim Holtz. It's not Snippets, it's the other one. I forgot the name. I am sorry. Yes, I have this one, and it says banker or trust. He looks like a banker, doesn't he? So I want to have this behind him, sticking out like so. Then I had this with the number 251. You can have this like so. Over here. Also like this. 1750. Over there. I'm not happy with this one. We're not doing this one. I guess I'm taking out one of these. Yeah. Because I need it to be more red. It's gonna go like so. What do you guys think? Yeah? Yes? No? Maybe? Maybe? 1, 2, 3 red. Yes, and I'm going to have a card in here. Well, we're going to have this one. I've decided, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do the whole stamping of the whole reinforcers. I'm going to use this. It's going to be on here, and that's another red sort of decorating part. And this is going to go like so. Will that work? It will if we move this a little bit lower. And we can do that because it's not stuck on yet. So here, here, and here. And then I'm going to have a journal card in here. I'm going to use this as a tab. So there's also going to be some red here. Yeah? I guess so. I guess so. Start gluing. Start your gluing. Yep. First I'm going to do the whole reinforcer. Which way is up? Well, apparently the other way. Because I do not have enough room on the top. There you go. Then 1750. That was probably a lot of money back in the day. On here, like so. Then I'm going to have this label down here. This is not gonna go on here for a while. Yep, this is a sticker. Have it on straight, love. There you go. Now for the 7, will this hold? It has to. Otherwise we have to take out the drippy. No, I'm confident this will hold. But we need to let it sort of dry. Gonna have this one on here, but I'm also going to ink it because it is a little bit too light for my taste. See, it looks better already. Should I ink all around this one? I don't think so. Yeah. And then the gentleman. So I'm gonna have this over here. And it says banker. Nothing to do with postage stamps, but that's okay. Yep. Is it already on? Oh, it's still a little bit moving. Do we need to ink the gentleman? No, no, no. Now before I glue the pocket on, I want to see if I can add any more sort of underneath. does it need any more? Now this is very black, black, black. So maybe it needs a little bit more over here. Don't know. What do you think? Yes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some stamping in black soot here and there, just to make the black sort of pop a little bit. Shall we do that? Yeah. I've taken out a couple of stamps. This is from Eccentric, and the stars are from Eccentric, of course. And this is from Field Notes. So what I want to do is take this one and have a long stamp over here. So I'm going to do that. I hardly ever use black soot, so I'm just hoping for the best. Let's quickly see. This is going to go here, here, and here. So I'm going to stamp it on this line. I'm just talking to myself, guys, you know. That's what I do. Oh, that's black. Wow, that's really black. Well, it's black soot. That's what it says. Oh, yeah. Love that. I'm going to do a little bit over here as well. No, I want to use this one over here on the bottom, but I need to have something underneath. I do, of course, really want to have the number on here. So I'm going to do this like so. Oh, that works fantastic. And also on the top, I guess. Fold in. I do not want to stamp on the other side. Ooh, I'm loving this. Yes. Yes. Little stars. I'm going to do black stars and I'm going to do red stars. I'm going to do black stars sort of over here. And probably, on the top. Over there. Yes. I was thinking, no, I'm not going to have red stars on here. No, 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 no. Don't overdo it, love. Yes, do we want something here? So here, here, there. Where? There. Okay. I'm going to do another sort of this. That doesn't show up at all, love. Yeah, great stamping. Well done, you. That's okay. It's okay. Don't fuss with it anymore. Now we need to glue on the pocket. And of course, I'm going to glue on the pocket on 3 sides. I've decided not to ink the pocket. There you go. This is art, so when it's on, it is on. Oh, you see a little bit of the stamping. You don't see any of the number here. That's okay. We know there's a number there. Oh, I'm loving this. Are you loving this? I am. It's great. Let's do the other side. Now, for the little girl. This is going to be the pocket. Yes, I have this strip that says something typewriter. I think I'm gonna have that over here. Yup. We're gonna put her over there. We're gonna have her feet on here and then her head sticking out. I have this behind. Like so. I'm gonna drop the pocket a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I think this looks nicer. Then this needs to go on there, of course. There you go. Now this bothers me, so I need to sort of remove it. Scooch her in a little bit. Go over there, because we also have the 9. I think I want to have the 9 over here. It's like her birthday, and she is 9. Does she look 9? I don't know. A little piece of red here. And then we could do this here. Can we? Don't know. I also have this one. And 2 of these are sticking out. I don't like that. Well, I know this one for sure. Start gluing, love. Start gluing. The people don't have all day for you to make up your mind. Gonna have this one over here. There you go. Yep. And I have this one over there. We should certain about those two. Oh, I have inky fingers again. There you go. Then I want this one over here. Are you sure? Yes? No? Maybe? Don't know. Don't know. Yeah. Moving it. I'm moving it. Why are you moving it? Because it's lining up with this and I don't like that. And there you go. I'm gonna put this on here. Yep. Don't even know what it says. Type. Number something. Right? Yes. Do we? Is it a 6 or 9? Is she 6? She looks more like 6, right? Yeah, and then this is going to be upside down. That's okay. I'm gonna glue this one on. See, I change my mind all the time. All the time. I think I really want this here. So I'm just gonna glue that on here. Forgot to ink it. No! Quickly. I was quick. Do you see that? Yeah. Will it still sort of stick? Well, it does. Now for the little girl. Yep. There you go. So this is gonna go over here. Yes. Not using this. I am, however, going to do a little bit of stamping because I'm in love with this one. Do not want a tall black one over here. And of course some of the stars. I'm again doing something over here. Turning it about like so. I'm loving this black suit. Why don't I use these more regular? I don't know. I don't know. There you go. Wow. Yeah, I love that. Now for the stars. Where do we want stars? Here on the bottom and here. Are we loving this? Well, I am. I'm loving this. It's fantastic. This white thing in her hair is bothering me a little bit, but hey, I'm not gonna cut it off or stamp on it. I'm gonna, well, you know, glue on the pocket. Over here, and over here. Oh, it looks great. It does look amazing. I like it. I like it. I like it. Is it crooked? No, it's not. And if it is, so, well, so be it. So be it. Isn't it fantastic? I just love it. I do not want to do a lot on the inside because I want this to be a sort of a writing space. But I am, however, going to use this one. I'm sorry. This one's just fantastic. I'm going to do it like so. There you go. And I'm going to have a label on the bottom. Simple. Simple, simple. Or as we say, simple the pimple. A pimple doesn't mean a zit in the Netherlands. I don't even know what it means, but not a zit. There you go. Lovely. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Why? Because it's pretty, and why not? So, there you go. And another one of these stickers. Fantastic. Does it need any more? It needs a little more, doesn't it? Like over here. But what? And it also has a star. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Because black soot is pretty. Oh yes, it's great. Just do it. Just do it. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. I'm stopping. Isn't it great? I love it. I love it. Yeah, fantastic. It does need cards in here. And I really want to use this. But I'm going to check, ladies, how much time we have left to probably maybe make cards together. If not, I'm going to make them. Yes, and I'm going to show them to you, walk through them like what I did. So either way, I'm going to be back in a second. I'm back with the end result. I made small tags. I love them. I'm going to show them and then I'm going to tell you how I made them. Yes. This is, well, probably Philip. It looks like a Philip, right? He used to be a banker or is still a banker. His suit looks a little bit frumpy. So maybe, used to be a banker, but he's not anymore. And he looks sad. He's so sad, yeah. Yeah, fantastic. I love it with the big 7 on here. And then on the other side, you have this little cutie. Yeah, she's Bonnie. I'm going to name her Bonnie because she looks Bonnie. Yeah, and it's her birthday. She got some flowers and she's 6 now, probably. Yeah, fantastic. And on the inside, you can, journal on here. Let me show you quickly how you use them in a journal. Let's say this is a journal page. It's a little bit big for a journal page, but hey, let's just pretend you can put them over the top like so, and they will stay there. They will hang in your journal, and you can flip up and then, journal on there. You don't need to do it that way. You can also have it as a gift. Maybe put a nice gift card in the pocket and then give it for Christmas or something. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the cute little tags that I've made. Look, they are so cute. Yes, I made 2, of course. What I did on the inside here is a piece of the cardstock that I had left. I backed it on the front and on the back with coffee dyed paper. This is lined and this is just plain. These are die cuts that I have. It's supposed to be a Polaroid shape. I never used them for that. I really like using them for tabs. And then this is one of the poster stamps that I cut out from one of the pages. See? I just cut out a poster stamp and then did some, stamping. Rounded the corners, inked all around it. Because I like rounded corners. And also it works really nice to slide them in and out if the corners are rounded. I love the red on here. I use a lot of red, don't I? I don't like red in sort of normal life. I never wear red clothes or have any red accessories in my house. But, on these sort of projects, they are fantastic. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. I enjoyed it very much. This is absolutely so me. I love these sorts of projects. I'll be back for sure on Monday, of course. Yes, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I might do a bonus video of a small Happy Mail, but a beautiful Happy Mail that I have received from a lovely friend of mine. I know I said I wasn't going to do Happy Mails, but you know, if you send it to me, I'm going to be very happy and I'm going to show it, unless you don't want me to. So have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back on Monday with a crafty video. Do not know what yet. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Also, I want to tell you, I want to do something sort of with dangles or charms or something, because I got a lot of questions about how you make these. I have, I guess, even 2 videos of how I make this sort of things on my channel already. But you know, I'm in for a bit of crafting with beads and such. Guys, stay safe this weekend. Stay warm. I'll be back on Monday. See you then. Bye.